What is going on, everybody? It's the What to Do podcast. We are here live. No, it's never live, guys. It's pre-recorded.
It's all
No,
pre-recorded.
it's all pre-recorded. I got my guy that's just he knows his NFL stuff. He knows all his sports. He's my sports guy. Myles Noland, man, what's up, bro?
Hey, what to do, man? Appreciate you having me again. Love it.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
time
yeah.
on video.
Yeah, video, man. We're
Yeah.
everybody. Thanks for reminding me, Miles. I gotta promote more. I'm like,
You're right.
just watch. No, go to YouTube. We're on YouTube now, Spotify and Apple podcasts. Go check out the clips. Just go subscribe, follow, like, pound that, pound that subscribe button and
Pound it.
that bell notification, all that, everything that the YouTubers say.
Yeah.
But the reason why I'm wearing the ridiculous glasses is because I was an MC for a wedding. Miles,
Yo,
you would have
I gotta see
laughed.
clips.
You would have laughed so hard at how bad I messed up. Like I messed up saying something. And usually, I'm on the mic. I'm usually pretty good. I
You're
feel
a
like
mic guy,
I'm doing all right. I got a podcast. You think it'd be okay? I'm not going to slip
smooth.
up.
It's a smooth transition, you would think.
No, it was not. But before I say the mess up, shout out to McKenna and Andrew. Beautiful couple. So excited for them. Both of their families awesome. McKenna is like a sister to me, so it was a good wedding and a lot of fun. Shout out to my DJ in crime because we're co-DJing, I guess, or MCing.
Okay.
I did a lot of the talking. She did like the music and stuff. Shout out to Boom Kitty, Carly.
Okay. All right.
Boom Kitty.
Shout out to Boom Kitty.
And
bro.
then I was a DJ Hey Pooh Bear. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. But shout out to them and for many more happy years. So but anyways, so with the ceremony just got done, it's one of those weddings where we're going to carry the chairs and we're going to take the chairs over to the reception area. So all I needed to say was basically able-bodied men, if you guys could grab your chairs and head on over to the reception area or the cocktail hour little area. Yeah, I said, we need full-bodied men to grab the chairs. And I just stood there for a while, Miles, and I was like, gosh, darn it. And I looked over to, I don't think you've ever met him, but Cole Rayleigh. Shout out to Cole Rayleigh. He is ginormous. He's a huge white guy. And he's got a cowboy hat on, and I looked right at him when I said it. And I was like, we need full-bodied men just over there carrying the chairs, and people just started cracking up. I was like, dang it. Okay, so let's get able-bodied men. So the whole night, people were just like, full-bodied men, get in the picture. I was like, oh, gosh, darn it.
Here we go.
So I recovered, but it was
I
hilarious.
mean, it sounds like it was a good, funny break as well, right? So it could be looked at it as that. Even though you made a mistake, it was like a funny one. We're like, they know what you meant. They're like, full body men, what? Any half ones
like,
there? Like,
that's me.
That's got to be me.
That's me.
Like, well, I guess the bad part would be like I don't know how many people there were like in wheelchairs or paraplegics. That's where it goes.
That's where that's where it gets dark.
I can't help. Let me just roll on. Like,
poopsie. Yeah, did a little mess up there, but that was pretty funny. So, had to share that, give them a shout out. So that's what I did last weekend. But I heard, man, you've been kind of sick. You've been down and out, man.
Yeah, no, I got last week. Don't know what happened. Actually happened like on Thursday. Went to work, everything was fine. One of the guys that we worked with was out for a couple of days because he just, I guess, ran a marathon and he got sick, I guess, from that. I'm not sure how that all worked. But he was in like, I think a couple of days the week before. And so on my way home, felt fine. All of a sudden I just felt like, little raspy, and
Yeah.
so whatever. I was like, okay, I'll just go home and normal day. And then like as I was trying to sleep, I started to feel like, okay, sinuses are coming up and I'm starting to cough a little bit. Hopefully that's just like a weird night, wake up, feel better. So I took a little medicine, went to bed, and then next day I was like, oh no. The sinus pressure in my nose was just like causing headaches. And
Mm.
I started to cough a little bit and then my throat was a little sore. So I just, told my job, hey, like, it ain't gonna work. And I texted you as well, like, look, I don't seem to get any better. Um, so I might have to just
Yeah,
schedule
we could
this. And
reschedule.
and
Yeah.
and I all through the weekend, it actually got worse Saturday. It got a little better Sunday, a little better Monday, but I still like didn't go to work Monday. I still had a little bit of a fever. And I also got checked to make sure, like, okay, I want to make sure this isn't COVID. So I tested negative, which is great, which allowed me to go into work
Hmm.
Tuesday. And realistically, like, I feel much better. I may sound congested just because it's still lingering out of my body, but I feel much better, much more energized. Went to work the last few days, and so it's been great. It's been great. I'm just hoping
Yeah.
I feel 100% by this upcoming weekend because I have to go to LA for a conference. So I'm hoping this will be a lot of talking for like from 8 to 4 for 4 straight days. So I'm hoping by like Sunday, I'll be much better and don't sound
Yeah.
congested anymore. Yeah,
Well, glad you're getting a little bit better.
thanks, dude.
But we're gonna have fun with this podcast. We're gonna, if you're someone that doesn't like sports, sorry, this one's gonna be a sports one. So,
Yeah,
um, so you could just leave. No,
get out, just click off,
you just get out of here. Um,
but hit that like button before you leave.
but to just, dude, pound that subscribe button and just all that, but don't watch this one. Uh, but kind of just getting into it a little bit, NFL. My take on the NFL right now is I feel like there's no clear cut team right now. When past years, you could say, no one's going to stop that team right
Yeah.
now. No one's going to stop this team. When we see the Buffalo Bills lose a little focus there,
Mm-hmm.
um, lose to the Patriots. And Patriots are not a bad team. It feels like they're starting to
No.
kind of get back to
Yeah.
the glory days.
Yeah.
They still have a lot of work to go, but
Mm-hmm.
they played a tough game, and that's a rivalry game too. So
Yeah.
it's always a tough game. Um, I mean, you just had the Eagles the other night lose to the
Giants, bro,
Giants,
and
and you and me
Denver.
have talked about this in the beginning of the season. The Giants defense is going to start also climbing because
Mm-hmm.
that defensive line is going to be ridiculous in the
It's
next couple of
ferocious.
years.
Yeah, and then now you're adding the energy of Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboo, right? And so
Yeah,
like
that bromance is getting crazy,
it's
bro.
getting crazy. I'm not gonna say they're lucky, but like it's one of those things where like they have Malik Neighbors. We'll see. We would have seen a lot more of him yesterday. Apparently, they didn't even need him, right? And it's just like we'll see. We'll see if the trajectory because they did lose to the Saints the week prior, but they had a lot of turnovers, which prevented them to score. So like if they just cut down on the turnovers, take care of the ball. I only thing I'm nervous about is Jackson Dart taking all those hits. He's already in what three games this year. Like when he's gotten hit, he's slow to get up. Now he's recovered, played the full game, but like when he came in for I think Russell Wilson, I forgot 2 games ago, he got hit, became questionable after in the game. Last week, kind of same deal, and then this week
Yeah.
went to the tent for a concussion, came back and finished the game, right? And it's just like, okay, like it's only been 3 games. You're a rookie. If you're struggling now, like those hits will start adding up. You got to slide.
Yeah, I think him just being young and he's just going to learn the hard way. It's kind of
Yeah.
just but also too like I think with those two guys and I will say this, I like Scattaboo as a player and like the rough tough dot guy, but I could not stand him in college, bro. Like the things that they were talking about this guy is, I mean, he's premier. He can throw the ball. I was like, oh. And then during Texas game, he was sick, and they just kept bringing up. I guess I just don't like the announcers. They're just they're
The
all
hype,
over him.
the hype, yeah,
Yeah, but I will say this: like he brings that energy, that
yeah, he's
old
real
foot,
about it.
that old football like mentality. Like we're gonna jam the ball down your guys' throat, and I'm gonna be chirping at you the whole game. And then Dart has this just like this it factor to him. It
Swagger,
seems like they're
yeah,
just kind of working off of each other's like chemistry, and it's just they're kind of like this the whole time. So I would not be surprised if the Giants start to become a little. I think they will surpass um, the Commanders in the next couple of years, because some people are talking about the Commanders, like, oh man, the Commanders. I think the Giants defense is going to become like how it used to be in the old, if these defensive linemen play the way that they're playing,
yeah.
because they're
They're
they're looking
capable of.
scary. Yeah,
I mean, the NFL, the NFC East, the Giants start to climb up. That'll become the toughest division to win.
yeah,
It's just you always have those one teams that like, they're gonna stay to the side. Or Commanders are starting to creep up a little bit just because of Jaden Daniels, but I still have questions about their defense. Um, but no, it's honestly I don't know what the records are. I think the Giants are 2-4 right now. We've only won with Jackson Dart, so I think they're two and
yeah.
four. Um, I don't know where the Cowboys are. I think they're what 2-1.
Two and
I'm not
two.
two and yeah, but they have the tie, right?
Yeah,
So
so
it's like
two
a
and two with a tie, I think it
oh,
is.
okay, yeah. So then Eagles I think are 4-2 right now. So honestly, it's early, right? Cowboys, they
The,
can make
the
some
the biggest
noise.
thing with the Cowboys is you look at their defense, and their defense is just they can't get pressure on the quarterback. And I man, I get I get it. Having Micah would have helped, but I don't know if it still would have helped. Like, it's the defensive line is pretty rough. I think now stopping the run, they're doing pretty well at. Um, but man, they are passing the ball all over these guys, because I think that they just need an edge rusher. They need someone that can put a little bit more pressure. Um, I think it's the Houston guy. I feel like they should put him in there more.
Hmm.
I just think they need to rotate those defensive linemen more and see
Yeah.
who's coming up better, and who's better on passes. And but I do have to say I'm kind of impressed with the coach, with how much stuff is going around with the Cowboys.
Hmm.
Um, how well he's kind of kept that team, and offensively, how impressive they kind of look offensively. I mean, they're just going down on the field on people, and I was like, man, Javonte Williams playing the way he's playing. I was like, man, that
Honestly, I
offense looks great.
I honestly like. I know people like expected like the Cowboys once they traded Michael Parsons to win like 7 or 8 games. That was kind of the thing, right? And it very much could still happen. Things happen, but
It's
I
trending towards that way.
I never like in my. That's why I always say to like every Cowboys fan like we hate that get out. Please, I'll take him. Like as a Steelers fan, I'll take that, right? Because we've seen this before with Dak. Dak is one of those guys where it's like he definitely is like a team player. He can build. He can get the team going. He's the quarterback, and he speaks well in every post game, right? So he's always going to say the right thing. But it's like he's had these MVP level seasons. He's been in the MVP. Well, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but it's like he has this talent. Now you
Yeah.
lost your top receiver, so I think if they were doing the same thing but with CeeDee Lamb and Pickens, it's like then it's expected. But once one goes down, you don't really know if like Turpin's the guy, Tolbert. You don't really know who's that next guy. But it's like, does it really matter? It's like, well, you have no idea what's coming. It's going to be my tight end. It's going to be Javonte Williams. Now you got to stop him because the one thing you didn't have was a run game. For some reason, having
Yes.
Javonte opened up the floodgates
Well, that
for the
offensive
receiving core.
line, as much as I love Zach Martin, he's just getting old.
Yeah, he's
Um,
good. He's good. He's just old.
he was
Yeah.
old, and him leaving, I think gave an opportunity to other guys, and they don't even have their first pick in there. They don't even have
Hmm.
the bro in there. So it's like I think their offensive line is looking better. Dak has always been successful. The most successful years he's had is when Zeke was running the ball very well. Um,
Hmm.
so it's like when they had a great running game, Dak fed off of that and did well. So it's kind of like, guys, keep running the ball. That's how your offense should be forming. And then those pass plays, Pickens and Lamb, they're going to get open for big plays. They're big time players.
Yeah.
So
And Fergie.
yeah,
I was
and
thinking about him.
you don't need Dak to throw the ball 50 times in a game.
No.
You need to run the ball. And
Hmm.
it felt like the past couple of years, Dallas has just been this air raid. We'll run the ball a little bit, but Tony Pollard is like kind of like more of a gadget back. Like he's not someone that you're just going to hand the ball off
Hmm.
to 20 times. I feel like they need a guy. That's why Derrick Henry, in my opinion, when he was first out there on the free agency, was like, this is a no-brainer. Just go get Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Um, but not getting him. But you know, I feel like Williams having a good offensive line, and
He's a
I
dog.
think what's so good about him is there's no flashiness. There's no like he's doing these crazy juke moves. He's cutting really nice. Like, oh man, you look at some running backs, you're like, man, they're just so good. Him, there's nothing flashy. He just reads the holes. He reads the holes
And he's hard to
properly.
tackle.
Yeah, just gets
Like,
upfield.
yeah. I just North South. He did that with Denver. I mean, he was successful there. I don't know why they got rid of him, but I was like, okay, this is a great running back to me.
Yeah,
He's North and South. He doesn't. He's nothing. They don't talk to him post game. He just goes to work, gets his job done, and he's doing it successful. He's done it. He's had success everywhere he's been.
yeah,
So I'm honestly surprised that the run game is actually back to where it was with Zeke a little bit.
yeah,
Um, that I'm surprised at least this early on, but really I expected the offense to have to do well. And I did expect like Dak to perform well. Now they lost CD Lamb, wasn't sure, but it kind of like, okay, they can everybody else is unknown, but I could spread the ball without having to force feed into one player,
yeah.
which is great.
And one thing is like I noticed with Pickens, even watching him with the Steelers, he's one of those guys. He feeds off of momentum. Like
Hmm.
you give him the ball in crunch time, he's like he catches the ball and he's like getting open again. Like he feeds off that momentum and that kind of like he's getting up after he catches it and he's hype. Like I feel like
Yep.
he's one of those guys that you got to just get the ball to. Yes, CD's going to be your main guy, but man, it's like Dak. When CD does come back, I feel like use that momentum, use that thing that Pickens is so good at. Is like in crunch time, he's kind of that guy. He makes big plays, and I'm not saying CD doesn't, but I just think when he was with the Steelers, like there was kind of nobody else there, so he's like, "Hey, I got to
I,
do it all. I got to do it all.
yeah,
I'll do it all."
yeah, exactly. It was like him, Fryermuth, and just randoms. I
Yeah.
mean, Steelers are just I don't know. I question what they are right now, but
I
four
mean,
and
even
one, I'll take
that
it.
division is crazy too. Like you look at, I guess kind of going back to the broad thing that we were saying is like there's just no one team that we're sitting there going like people are like the Eagles, they're unstoppable, and I'm like they've looked kind of rough since they played the Rams. Um,
Yeah,
the Rams should have beat them, but
boy, they should have.
just with the field goal thing. Um, then the next game, who did they play next after that?
Um, Bucks.
Was it was it Bucks? I mean, that was a close game. Like
Yeah,
that was like
It almost
It just
flips. Yeah.
yeah, and it kind of feels like the Eagles are kind of losing that little bit of momentum that they were building off of last year because people are like, dude, the Eagles are unstoppable. I don't know. I look at them as the same as my Rams. Like my Rams, like last year they were not good. In the beginning of the season, they
No,
were
they
average.
they definitely climbed.
They
Yeah.
climbed at the end of the season. They just hit that trajectory. It's the same with the Eagles. Like that's why last year I remember you were saying like, dude, the Eagles are probably going to go to the Super Bowl, and I'm like, bro, I don't understand it. Like I feel like they're just an average team. Like it just doesn't feel like they're just there, and I think we're seeing a little bit of that offense of problems.
Hmm.
They want to run the ball, but then you don't want to force feed to AJ. But clearly, there was a play I want to say where he threw it to I think it was Dotson. Um, I think it was John Dotson
When
on the pick against the Giants.
oh, John
Like
Dotson, I
it
think
was,
so. It
yeah.
was
I
behind him.
mean, he had
AJ Brown in the
like right
in
in
the
the middle
seams,
touchdown.
just
Yeah,
like I think. Yeah, what's like the Eagles like to me like the difference between last year is like they were able to get to the quarterback with four people, with four down. They
yeah,
didn't have to blitz. So like you had seven guys back there in coverage, and you had Darius Slay on one side, you had Quinion Mitchell, you had Cooper DeJean back there, you had Brandon Grant, like so like you had, and they've lost some players now, and so I think they've also lost a couple of coordinators, if I'm not mistaken. I think last year was part of the year,
I
and
mean,
so
losing Slay. I mean that's a
it's
big one,
huge.
Miles.
Well,
I think that one.
It's huge because Ringo cheeks. And then you got Adoree Jackson ass. This it's so bad. And so and so and
He
so
really is, dude.
he
He's
stood
bad.
and so on Thursday, when you have the Giants who only had Wandale Robinson and I forgot the other guy's name, so I'm blanking on, so I
I still
apologize.
had those
But
on. I don't know why.
hey man, look fine to me. Um and
They're going
so
back on.
just
No.
going down the slopes. No, and so you had Ringo who got benched and then had to come back because Quinion Mitchell was out. Then you had Adoree Jackson, who was benched for Ringo
Yeah.
last week, and they both had to. So they have two outside guys. You're like everybody is always going to be open, and the front four couldn't get there. So if you have to blitz, now you're dealing with a guy who's a running quarterback. It looked bad. Where like last
Yeah.
year they had a stronger run game, which is why I said, dude, like we were in the podcast, and I'm like, they're gonna, in my opinion, because it's going to be a snow game, that feeds into the Eagles because they can run and they can defend. Where the Rams, even though they have a run game, Matthew Stafford is their ticket. Like, let's just be real. You have Puka,
Yeah.
you have all these players, and so I'm like, it just doesn't feed well into the Rams playbook. If it was even
Offensive
play,
scheme. Yeah.
offensive scheme, so I was like, this is why I think the Eagles will win. I didn't expect it to be that bad of a blowout with the Chiefs, but looking back at it, I'm not as surprised because the Chiefs were kind of what the Eagles started off to be this year. They were just winning close games, blocking punts, blocking kicks, and just like last minute clutch moments where you're like, this
Yeah.
is going to catch up to you. They won 15, I think, games or something in a row. I get it. But it's like, they don't look right. And the Eagles kind of exploited that. And so this year,
Yeah.
AJ Brown's not happy, even though they're winning, but it's like now they've lost two in a row. And then after they're trying to force feed him a little bit, you start to go, what's happening? You're not blocking punts no more. You're not getting kick returns. Now you're looking like a normal team where you have to just go offense, defense. And right now you've lost both two games in a row. So I still think they're a really good team. They have really good
Hmm.
players. I think they'll turn it around. They have 10 days off. They play the Vikings and then they play the Giants again. So if they beat the Vikings, depending on how they
Yeah. That's a
win,
good win.
that's a good win. Then they get the rematch against the Giants in Philly. They get that rematch. They win that. We might be back on track. But yeah, there is no clear cut team. There might be right now the NFC. I'm thinking Lions, just the way they're playing after 5 weeks.
Yeah.
AFC Bills, just because right now I think the Bills. I'm unless I'm missing a team like the Colts that are underdogs or underrated. They're
I
just
just don't. I'm not a. I think that's one of the fake teams.
Indy.
Yeah, I think they depend so much on their run with
Yeah,
Taylor, and I think if you could stop their run, then it's at the point. Daniel Jones is probably going to make mistakes, but I think he's a manageable quarterback that can go out there and manage the game properly, which is good. It's fitting. It's doing well. Um, but I think if they played a team that can stop their run,
and
it's
make
gonna.
make make him beat him. Make Daniel Jones be the guy. Like you have to throw for. The problem is the Colts have always had a good run game with
Mhm.
Jonathan Taylor. It's one of those like Tennessee Titans with the Derrick Henry thing where it's like you have no quarterback. You have Ryan Tannehill, but you have no quarterback. So we're just gonna put up in the box. But that the lineman, hey, he gets one crease, he out of there. It's
Yeah,
I think what I'm seeing with the Colts, it's hard because I am on the same page with you, kind of. The problem is they have a lot of weapons. Now, they've always had not always, but the last few years, they've had a decent defense, kind of middle of the pack towards the top. But they've always they have wide receivers, they have tight ends, they have a great running back, they have a
yeah.
serviceable quarterback. And I think it's hard to decipher how good they are because they are winning, they are making clutch plays, and they look like their offense is spreading around. We'll see what happens after we're in week 5. I think they are 4-1, maybe 3-2. I can't remember.
I think
But
they're
they're
four
well.
and one. I
They're
think
playing
they're doing really well.
yeah.
I
So we'll
I I
see.
just think they're a little bit. I guess I'll take back a little bit of my statement. I don't think that they're a fake team, but they might be a little bit of.
Overhyped just a little,
People
just
might
just a
figure
little.
them out. If you can figure them out, I think it's going to be an easy when they don't really have too much playoff experience. I feel like if they got to the playoffs right now, like if we started the playoffs now, I just don't think they would be. I think you would have some of the AFC teams beat them, but
Yeah,
um,
I guess to
from
that point. And oh, go ahead, continue.
no, you go.
I was gonna say to that point, because I didn't know how I felt about the Chargers. Um, after week 1 and
Same,
2. I didn't know how I felt because I'm like, okay, they beat the Chiefs, but how good are the Chiefs right now? And they started winning. The offense looked good. Justin Herbert was accurate. Defense was shutting teams down. Last few weeks, they looked disgusting, like
yeah, they look really
anemic to
bad.
winning. I was gonna ask you, how do you feel about how do you how do you feel about them right now after like 5 weeks? Do you think they're a pretender or a contender?
I think they're also a team that is with a fresh coach, a coach that they're still trying to learn. I think Harbaugh's still trying to find that offense. It feels like they run the ball really well, um, but then some games you're like, man, they look so unsync, and that's sometimes that's Harbaugh. Like his offensive playbook is a little bit, um,
Yeah,
and that's even coming from a Michigan guy. Like
no,
it just
he's a good
I feel like
coach.
sometimes, yeah, it's just I think as good as the Chargers are right now, I just feel like they are in the middle of the pack, and that's kind of where I think it. If you told me what their record is right now, I don't. I mean, I don't even know what their record is right now. Are they like three and
Uh,
two?
I think they're 3-2. It might be 2-3. I'll have to check. I don't know off the top of my head. Do you know? Let me
I don't.
see.
I'm gonna check right now, but I just do feel like they are they're just the Chargers. Like I feel like it's just every year this is the Chargers. It's they people talk about how good they are. They're doing well, and then um
So they are
okay, so
three
yeah,
and
they're
two.
3 and 2. Um See, I think Denver's a better team than them.
I do too.
I
I
think
do too.
Denver has I mean that one defensive lineman, I think he has the most sacks.
Benito. Yeah,
Yeah, Benito.
that man's a
Shout out to him.
menace, bro.
Yes.
Holy. But that's Sean Payton, man. He knows how to coach quarterbacks and defenses. That's
Okay, so AFC right now, so you have Indy, they're 4-1. Jacksonville 4-1, which pretenders for sure. I'm sorry, bro, I
yeah.
can't.
Until I see more of them, I'm with
Yeah.
you.
You have Pittsburgh, they're at 3-1.
Yeah, as a Pittsburgh fan, I'll go ahead and take that one. Yeah,
Cincy's
pretenders
in
right now.
second place with 2-3, and then the Ravens at 1-4.
Shocker.
The Ravens are playing like Cincy was last year. Like it kind of felt like Cincy, come on guys, you guys got a team here. And then all of a sudden towards the end of the season they turned it on and they didn't make the playoffs. I feel like that's what's going to happen to the Ravens this year. I feel like they're going to turn it on at the wrong time. And
I think
definitely not having Lamar in there right now does not
yeah,
help them. And I think he's out this week too.
he is.
So
I have him in another league, which sucks. But yeah, I think once he comes back, they'll rip off a few wins, just because of his talent in the regular season, and. But that defense, I think that's, to me, if there's anything that shocked me this year, being a Steelers fan for all my life, Steelers and Bucks fan all my life, there's one thing you can count on is death taxes and the Ravens defense. And so the thing is like I've never seen them be this bad ever. I ever. And I'm not even talking
it's
about.
been a while, man, because you even had to go through the Ray Lewis years, and
yeah, and even then, like, I mean, they're not even like, oh, middle of the pack. Like, I'd have been like, okay, like when I saw what Josh Allen did, I was like, okay, that's Josh Allen. It is what it is, right? Next week they play Cleveland, they do what they do, and then they play
what the Chiefs did to him was like, whoa.
That's where it almost went, are the Chiefs bad type. That's that's how bad they got. Are the Chiefs back?
Yeah, I was questioning, are the Chiefs good or are they not?
Yeah, right.
What's going on here?
But the Ravens do. Once I saw the Texans say belt to ass, I think they scored 44 on them, and it was so bad where I forgot which receiver caught the touchdown but tried to do the Ray Lewis dance. I was like, it's so bad that the Texans went into Baltimore, put 44 on their head, made it look easy. To the point where I was like, oh, should I pick up CJ Stroud? I'm not doing it. And and I'm sitting there going, this is not the same team.
Yeah.
Who is this? I don't care if like you have injuries. I get it. I'm one to say if you have injuries, you're gonna be bad. But like you're so bad, you're the last in the league. The Ravens? Nah.
I honestly think, in my opinion, this was the Ravens' year to win. I think it was last year too. I think if they don't win, I think you got to really start thinking about a different head coach and switching things up.
Like just a voice.
Because what you're doing, it's clearly not working. It's working during the season, but now it's not working in the season. So it's like, okay, yeah, Baltimore is one of the craziest. Every time I see them lose, I'm shocked. I'm like, wow, okay, they're really a bad team right now.
Like they're losing bad too. Like, they're not just losing. It's like they're not close.
Yeah, and like you said, you can look at injuries and you can go, okay, they're injured. Let's light up a little bit. No, some of these losses are bad. It's atrocious.
Yeah.
The comeback win on them, Buffalo. Hey,
right.
It's a bad loss.
I said that's a bad loss. It was in Buffalo.
It's embarrassing, but hey,
move to the side. It's a great team. It's a great team, right? Like it's a playoff team. You've seen them last year. They just caught you.
And they have not won since week 1.
2, but yeah.
Was it week 2?
Yeah, week 1 was Buffalo, and then week 2 was Cleveland. But it was
okay, yes,
Cleveland.
You're right.
It's Cleveland. Cleveland can't score on nobody.
Yeah.
And then the Lions, that's what it was. The Lions said belt to ass as well. And then Chiefs said, you guys are trash. And then Texans said,
Cheeks.
hey, man, hey, carry my lightweight while I do the
Yeah.
Ray Lewis dance on in your end zone. Are you kidding? Bro, come on. There's no
Um,
way.
well, getting into some of these topics that we were, kind of talking about, since you did bring up the Browns. The Browns just traded Flacco, so that experience, the Flacco experience is done. How did you feel about even Flacco going to or being with the Browns and them just not? Yeah, how do you feel about that whole situation?
So I guess we'll go back to like the Browns, right? I
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
again, like, for all my Steelers fans out there, we hate the Browns probably the most out of anybody in the AFC North. That's just what it is. Browns. I think everybody hates the Browns. Um, I wasn't surprised. The thing with the Browns is they do have talent, especially defensively. But it's
Yes.
like I didn't expect Joe Flacco to be that bad. I expected him to at least put up some points. They were struggling on all fronts. They couldn't do anything. And I said, man, this team is just bad. It's just a bad Kevin Stefanski team. So I really was like, I don't consider them a threat now, even offensively. You couldn't score on the Bengals, you couldn't score on the Ravens, you couldn't score on anybody. And these are teams that are like getting defenses that are being scored on week in, week out. You got
Yeah.
lucky you beat the Green Bay Packers, but it took a miracle at the end. So with the Browns, I'm like, Joe Flacco, just retire there, or let it be somebody else to come in to take your spot. Now, when he got traded, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm a little concerned because he's a competent QB, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so when you have a team where you have T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, and Chase Brown, and I forgot who the tight end is. I don't know if it's Gasecki or whoever. Ia Slova, whatever his name is. He can get the ball. He can get the ball to him. Now the offensive line is bad, and
Yo, the tackles have to be up there with like the dude that played for the Chiefs. Like it's so bad. They're getting beat off the line every time.
every single time,
Every time. Every
every
time.
time. Yeah,
Um who was their backup? Was it McCarron?
AJ. I don't know if he's still their backup.
I,
He
I
was.
don't know. Whoever was their backup, he was like running for his life. I don't think this is going to be a good trade. I felt like it was one of those things that he's not doing well with Cleveland, and you're going to put him on a Cincinnati team that, yes, they have debatably one of the better wide receivers, one or two, um, and one of the best second wide receivers in the NFL, number twos.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you look at the offensive threat that they have, and you're like, okay, he should be able to throw it to them, but he's not going to have any time. He's going to have no time. Um,
Yeah. Because I mean, at least Jake Browning has some sort of movement, pocket
that's
movement.
who it was. It was Browning. Now, a quarterback that I felt like they should have traded for, in my opinion, was Kirk Cousins.
That's
I
actually
felt
a
like
pretty
he
good
would have
pick.
been. I felt like he would have been a better quarterback to go out and get.
Contract. You understand?
Yeah,
Ain't nobody taking
contract. Yeah,
that Kirk
yeah, it's
Cousins.
probably nasty,
Hey, way as a backup
but
making that much, shit.
yeah. So, but if you want to save the season, I just felt like he might have been one of the guys that, and I think they explored it, but they probably had to move some things around, and it probably would have been just too much, money
Yeah,
wise.
I think you just
But
either stick with Jake, or if you really want it, like I'm sure there's a free agent out there. It's just I just you have to know your personnel, and I think the Bengals never do because there's always something missing. Like I feel like you're wasting. I mean, Joe's hurt because he's always getting hit. Really, we're getting to a point where I don't know what his future looks
Draft
like.
offensive line. I don't understand it. Just start drafting offensive linemen. When we go into free agency, it's like we're going to sign offensive linemen. We're going to have guys that we can rotate in and out to figure out who's going to be our left tackle. This left tackle has been rough since, like, they haven't had a good left tackle since the Super Bowl. And the Super Bowl, it was even tough.
The Super Bowl, he was getting hit that whole year. The fact that he made it there was God's prayer. Like it was,
and their interior is okay. That I've
serviceable.
seen.
Yeah,
It's okay.
yeah.
But their offensive, those two tackles, they're getting beat off the ball every time.
Jeez, dude.
And that's crazy. Like every time they look like they are falling back, they're falling into their players. It's not
It's
so
bad.
I'm interested to see. Yes, Flacco does have an arm, and I think he's going to be able to read defenses. He's going to be able to. He's a veteran.
Yeah.
He's a Super Bowl winning quarterback too. So I get why they got him, but if it's going to be the same thing, it's like, wow, I don't truly understand the trade.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to find.
They're
It's
trying to
almost
save the season.
they're
I
trying to
think they're
save
just
the.
trying to save the
But I don't
season.
understand. Like, even if they try to, right? You sit there and go, I don't want to waste these guys' years. You've already paid them, already under contract. Your offense, at least, and your defensive end, your edge rusher, and Hendrickson. But it's like when Joe comes back, like, is he going to be 100% in 3 months? Is he going to be out of the loop? Like, I just don't think you can just plug in. He's a great quarterback, so you might be able to. But it's like
So I mean, just looking at the AFC right now.
the AFC alone or North.
So just the AFC alone, teams that you would say the 1 and 2, like the leader of the division and then the second place team. So you have Buffalo 4-1, New England at 3-2.
Yeah.
We go down to Pittsburgh, Cincy. So Pittsburgh is 3-1.
Yeah.
Cincy's 2-3. So it's like you think if they get one win here, they're almost kind of like not in the driver's seat, but it's not like, hey, our season isn't over.
Yeah.
We could still keep pushing. Like we just got to stay close to 500 or even one game above until Joe gets back. But I mean, looking at I feel like Jacksonville's going to start falling off. I think Indy's going to keep doing their thing, but I think Jacksonville and Indy are going to fight for that first place for sure. I think the Chargers are going to drop. And I think Denver's going to rise, and the Chiefs, they just always find a way. They're gonna find a way.
They've also had a hard schedule. Like the Chiefs have played top,
Yeah,
like contender. Like once they get a patch of like, okay, we got the Cardinals this week, we got the Raiders this week, we got this team this week. They can start ripping off wins, especially when they start getting Rashee Rice back with a huge piece. If they start getting healthy. I understand that Jacksonville game. They could have won that realistically if Patrick Mahomes didn't throw that 99-yard pick six, and other parts of the game where I'm like, you had it, right? So realistically, they could have been 3-2, tied with Chargers and Broncos. I do think the Broncos are the best team in that division, that division this year. But like you said, they always find a way. They'll find a way to get in.
So kind of looking at the Chargers games here in the next coming weeks here. So they just lost to the Commanders. They lost to the Giants. So 2 NFC East teams. They're going to play the Dolphins this week.
That better be a dub. I mean,
that should be a win.
Should be, yeah.
Then after that, they play the Colts. Then they play the Vikings. Tough. Then they play the Titans. They should beat the Titans. Then they play Steelers, Jaguars. So it's like they have 2 games in the next 6 weeks. 2 games they should win. The other ones are going to be like, those are tough games.
Toss-ups. Yeah.
When they've beaten, looking at who they beat the Chiefs week 1. Then they beat the Raiders, and then they beat the Broncos.
Oh yeah, they did beat the Broncos.
A very close game.
Was that the one
Or
where they like the Broncos jumped offside, so they had a re-kick and
yeah.
all right, well,
Um,
divisional game. So
yeah, divisional games, they're always tough.
yeah,
But I feel like, they play the Giants, they should beat the Giants. In the momentum that they're going, it's like they should beat the Giants and they don't. And then you go out there and you get slammed by the Commanders.
yeah,
I don't know. I just don't. I'm not too sold on them. Um,
yeah,
they're one of those teams every year that people talk about. I'm just not sold on them. Um,
yeah.
let me. What was the? Who were we saying? Okay, let me look at Cincy.
Yeah, you got the Packers, I think, this weekend.
Okay, so Packers. Yeah, that's.
I guess what I don't, is Joe Flacco starting that game, or is it still Jake and Joe
I think
is
he's gonna start, bro.
man? Does he playbook
um.
ready? Like what's going? Okay,
So Packers, Steelers, Jets, Bears, Steelers, Patriots. So, they got some winnable games here. I think they just kind of looked at their schedule and they're like, we almost got to have, because the Steelers coming up, that's a big game. You beat the Steelers.
yeah,
Um,
that's huge.
that's a big one.
Yeah,
Um, so I think them maybe getting Joe Flacco ready for this week. And, I don't know if he's starting against the Packers, but he might start against the
shit,
Steelers.
I
I don't
wouldn't.
know.
I mean, think about
And
that
then
O line and that defensive front, bro.
Jets are looking for a win here. The Jets are as much as people say the Jets are a bad team. I don't think they're that bad of a team. I think they've had some tough losses. Let me look at the Let me
I
look at the
mean,
guys that played here.
they just find ways to lose. It seems like I don't understand them.
Okay, so Steelers first game, the score was 34-32.
It's a good game.
That was a game.
That was a game.
Bills, they lose 30-10. Not really, a game. It's kind of tough. Then they play the Buccaneers. Buccaneers win 29-27, so that's a close game.
Yeah.
They play the Dolphins. They lose by a touchdown. And then the Cowboys beat up on them this week, and the Cowboys kind of let them come back.
I mean,
But
that's
that one
what.
was
So the Bucks let them come back as well. It was ugly because they took the lead after a blocked field goal that went all the way back for a touchdown, and then Baker led them on the game-winning drive, and then the Dolphins they controlled that entire game for the most part,
yeah.
and then they scored garbage time points. So I don't know where the Jets are. I feel like I don't know how I feel about Justin Fields yet. I know he needs to have some stability to maybe reach his potential. I feel like they're just going to start getting out. They're going to, like you said, they're going to need a win. They have to start getting wins
So
at some
they're
point.
playing the Broncos next this week,
Oh
and then the
God.
Panthers next week,
Okay.
and then Cincy, and then the Browns. So I feel like
They
they
got a
can win
chance.
two of those.
Yeah.
They can win two of those.
They have to beat the Panthers.
Yeah.
Hey, you lose the Panthers again. Like you lose the Panthers, guys. We
Yo,
gotta.
looking at the Panthers, I mean, um,
I don't believe in them.
just by looking at it, where are they? I mean, they're tied with the Falcons, or no, Falcons are 2-2, and Carolina's 2-3. So it's like the NFL is just so. I know sometimes we want to pick a team that's doing so well. It's like, what team is doing well? I just feel like it's so early in the season to
Yeah.
pick that clear cut favorite, that team that is when everybody right now is kind of still in the hunt. It's like Atlanta's kind of still there, and Carolina is kind of sneaky. They can sneakily get in there. Um, I mean, you look at the NFC East right now. The NFC East is Philly at 4-2, Washington at 3-2, Cowboys at 2-2 with a tie, and then Giants are 2-4. So it's like that's a tough division. And
That's
then
tough.
even NFC West, you have Frisco at 4-1,
Dang.
Seattle at 3-2, Rams at 3-2, and then Arizona at 2-3. And I mean, if you look at Arizona, they probably should be 3
3
and
and
2
2.
too.
Yeah.
So it's the NFC is tight as
It's
usual.
tight, man. I still think right now the Lions would be, if you had to ask
Yes,
me today, the favorites in the NFC. Um, right now, just
I
after
agree.
5 weeks. We'll see if injuries play a factor, but right now they
It
just. I don't know. What do you
they're
rate
they're,
Green Bay?
they're clicking. They're clicking. Who?
What do you rate Green Bay? I almost forgot about them because they lost the Bengals or Browns.
They're 2-1 with a tie.
But I mean, in terms of like, what do you see them? Your opinion in the AFC? Like, do you think they're like one of the top 5 teams in the AFC right now? I probably have to give it to them in that for that regard, but
Okay, let me look at. I don't want to say something reckless here. Okay, so I got Philly up there.
yeah,
I'm not in any order.
no, 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 I got you.
Philly,
Yeah,
Detroit, Tampa.
yeah.
I think I would say 49ers and Rams. I guess I could say you can kind of move the 49ers and Green Bay. So I can kind of see, yeah. I feel like the Rams are, in my opinion, a front runner, but
Absolutely.
they're just making such key mistakes. I mean,
Yeah, it's
it's
early,
just
but
it's so early, but it's still a problem. I don't like it.
no, I get it.
Having those little mistakes, especially against the Eagles, and then losing to the 49ers, they should be
Oh, the
leading the
Eagles,
division right
dude.
now.
That's the like the 49. I think the 49ers got them by surprise. They play hard. It's a back and forth every year. The Eagles one bothers me the most because that keeps them from 4-1. You're up that late. You should win that game. Like it took you. Like that's the one that I was so mad that Sunday because I wanted
I
the
really
Eagles to
was.
lose. I know you were because I know that's your team. I was sitting there going. I told my entire coworkers, "Hey, the Rams, they got this, bro." Like if you're gonna bet on a team, I bet on the Rams. I was so confident, dude. I was
Yeah,
like, weather's good. They're in Philly. They're gonna get their rematch. Like, and I was good for 3.5 quarters. I was good. I said, what happened? Oh, I
it
was,
just sometimes I think they get a little too complacent on the offensive end. Um,
yeah.
we kind of stop running the ball and we're doing these weird gadget plays, and I don't know. As
Field
much
goals
as
killed me.
field goals for sure. And then the blocking of the field goal to me, it's so unacceptable to me that I just don't know how that happens inside. Outside, if a guy makes a great play,
Hey,
hey, he
got a
makes a
good
great
jump
play.
start, made a good angle. But like number 50 for the, I was like twice, bro.
Getting bulldozed,
Like
like some of those
twice.
guys, yeah, I can't. That was really tough, but I would say the 49er one, it hurt more because we
I
had
mean,
it. We came
yeah.
back. We were not playing good
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
it was
first
overtime,
half,
right? That's right. It was overtime. That's
but
right.
it should have never even got to overtime. Like we we
Missed the kick and then
Williams
fumbled.
Williams fumbled right at the goal line, basically. I just
But
that one was tough because we you look at the Eagles game and you go, okay, yeah, we should have won that. We should have won that. That was our game.
yeah, to have
And then
divisional
again, you
game.
go, all right, well, we should have beat Frisco. That was our game. You can't have too many of those. Like, you
You
can't do
can't
that too
you
much.
can't do it
Because
too
then all of a
much.
sudden you have 5 of those games and you go, oh, we should
Guys.
have won that. And you're like, yeah, those are 5 losses, though. Like, that's
Yeah.
not good.
You definitely, now that I remembered, you definitely should be San Francisco. You missed the PAT, which tied it at 13 or
Mhm.
20, and I can't remember it. But that was, I was like, bro, do not let this be a turning point. And it
They
was,
started putting a lot of pressure on Mac. They started stopping the run. They started doing really well.
yeah,
They
playing the
started
Rams
passing the
ball.
ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, passing the ball to Puka and Adams. But then they just got sweet at the end. It was like, what are we doing? Uh, they went on a 4th down
Oh, that fourth and
and they
one, stupid play
and they
calling.
ran the ball just like just some weird play. I was like, oh man, dude,
You
that one
ran.
killed me because I was like I said, all of a sudden now, so say if we lose this week and it's a close one and we could have won, then you're sitting there saying, we could have won 3 games. Like, what are we doing?
Right.
Um, we should be at the top of the NFC.
You should be undefeated.
Um,
I mean,
we should
realistically.
be realistically, yes, we should be up there with Detroit. So that's why I think Detroit is clicking. Like, they're not making mistakes. Um, they're just going out there and winning those games that are close. And I think the Rams, what I do love about them is they're still coming back from, like Frisco, like they still came back. They didn't give up. So I just, the NFC's tough right now. The AFC, there's a lot of unknowns. Indy is unknown. Jacksonville is
Jacksonville.
kind of up in the air. Pittsburgh, as good as Pittsburgh is, it's
I,
still, they're still kind of up in the air.
hey man, pretenders. Let's not even. I'm not playing this shit.
Chargers, Denver, Chiefs, all up in the air.
Yeah.
New England, they're trending, but that's just a rivalry game. Buffalo loses one game, they lapse. They had a bad game,
Right.
and then you have Baltimore clearly not in it. Like, they're not going to have Lamar this week, so it's like, are they going to go 1-5 now?
Who
Like,
who
it
do they
just
play? Do you know?
let me check.
Yes, I can look too. But
Oh, they're playing the Rams. Yeah.
yeah, you were 1-5. I think the thing with
I hope so, man. I really hope so.
I mean, really, again, like from a Steeler perspective, I really hope so. But I just there's so many unknowns. I
Yeah,
think
there's a lot of unknowns in the AFC for
I
sure.
think who we do know is going to be in the playoffs for sure. That'll be the Bills. I would be
Yeah,
shocked unless Josh Allen got hurt. Football's back, baby. I think we just don't have a clear cut. We might have a clear cut after week 9 or 10. Because I
yeah.
think the Lions will rip off wins. I think, let's say, lose to the Chiefs. I think the Bills are ripping off wins again. They start to see the separation between the great teams and the teams that are potentially pretenders or frauds. I don't know how I feel about the Bucks, to be honest with you right now. Offensively, I know they could put up points. Baker is, I mean, looking like Oklahoma Baker. So, like, I love what I see. The defense is a great run stop defense, but when I was looking at that Seahawks game, I was sitting there going, I mean, everything's up. I know we didn't have our corner, Jamel Dean. I know we still have some injuries. It is what it
Yeah.
is. But it's like, didn't like that. I don't know how I feel. They keep winning these close games, which is good because it gives you confidence that, like, if it's close by the
We can
fourth
do
quarter,
this.
Baker gonna show up, Abuga gonna show up, Mike Evans is gonna be back, Bucky Irvin's gonna be back. You know you have a chance, right? And you like, dude, we've been here before. We've had 5 games like this. We got this.
Yeah.
But I don't know
Well, if you
how I
can
feel.
win, without those guys, that's when it's like, whoa, okay, hey,
Yeah, gives you confidence.
this is good. This is good. I think they just got to keep going.
Yeah,
They're a tough team. I think that's just they're winning those close games, but they're just a tough team. I
yeah,
think they're
gritty.
a team that is not going to give up so easily. And sometimes those are the most dangerous teams. The team that is not that clear cut winner, but man, they're a tough game,
Like when
tough
you
team.
play against them, it's not an easy win. You may
Yes.
lose because you're like, bro, they're gonna capitalize on a lot of mistakes, and don't let Baker get the ball with like. It's getting to a point where like, don't let Baker get the ball with a minute left because he'll get you in field goal range. Because
Yeah.
somehow it's like you have receiver galore. That's another thing. I know that we talk about the Bengals, we talk about other teams having receiver, like the Bucks core of Mike Evans, if Chris Godwin is back to Chris Godwin, Emeka
Yeah.
Ibuka, Sterling Shepard, Bucky Irving, and Rashad White, like that team with Kate Otten, and it's really, that O line is solid
Weapons.
too. It's weapons everywhere.
And they're not like, see, that's the thing, is like Mike Evans has always been that guy that people don't give enough credit to.
Yeah,
Um Godwin, people don't give enough credit. I feel like they forget about him
Yeah,
when you're talking about number twos. Um, I think even White, like you forget,
you forget.
and I think even too Baker, like I think throughout his career, people just forget that guy was the guy. Like he was it
He was.
in
Yeah,
Oklahoma.
yeah.
That guy was the guy.
Heisman
So
winner, right?
I just think, yeah, they're just a full team of those guys,
Yeah,
just workers, and they're not flashy. They just go out there and win. And that's why I think they're just such a dangerous team. Um, but we'll definitely see. I feel like it is a little early in the NFL season. I think there's still a lot
yeah.
up in the air.
Right.
But talking about quarterbacks, Ivan, if you want to tune out right now, you could tune out. But let's talk about MVP candidates right now. And one of the big ones that's just circulating out there is Dak. I know, Ivan, it's tough. You guys have had some weird wins and some weird losses here. The Bears was a weird one, but Dak has not been the reason why they are losing games. Um,
At all.
he has taken them down the field when they need to get down the field. They're running the ball so well. So when I feel like when they run the ball well, he does well. He's just one of those quarterbacks that is good at managing a game if they're running the ball well. If they're not running the ball well, I feel like he throws some weird, questionable passes. His accuracy goes away. Um,
Hmm.
but it's hard to leave him out of the conversation right now. I
No,
mean,
he's in the. I mean, he's.
yeah,
I don't know where I'd put him in the conversation, just because. I mean, the record is going to be the probably defining moment if you want to go between quarterback. I think right now, like, again, I like that. I will take Dak in a Steelers uniform all day, every day.
yeah,
I know some people may not want to hear it, even probably Steeler fans, just because of the playoff record. I just feel like when you wear a star on your helmet, it's a lot more the center point of focus is on you, which creates pressure, right? It's just like you play for a big organization, which the Steelers are, but it's like you don't have that microscope of like, dude, you got to get it done. Like the star is just different because of Jerry, right? He creates that lure of like you get a star in your helmet, you get paid, and you're supposed to
yeah,
win. That's just kind of the expectation. You go to Steelers, you are expected to win. Last few years, though, it's just been like they've been pretenders for the last few years. And so I feel like if he was on the team, the Steelers, I honestly would have a lot more confidence in him if he was our quarterback right now than Aaron Rodgers, only because Aaron Rodgers is old. I want to make sure I get that
yeah,
very clear. But right now, I mean, him, Baker, those two to me right now, in terms of like the quarterbacks, like when I look at quarterbacks, you're the reason why the teams are winning,
yeah,
right? And so right now, those two, in terms of their wins, right? I know the record for Dallas is not where it needs to be, but it's like without him, I don't even think they have a win. I'm just being frankly honest
yeah.
with you.
I agree.
Josh Allen, I think his stamp has been on it this year. So, and then Jared Goff, I know he's overslept because there's too much weapons. But I probably would put him fourth because they have so many weapons that they're running the ball so well. They're getting defensive stops. So I would say those are the four, and maybe I'm missing a
Yeah.
couple, but those are the four I would have leading in terms of MVP from a quarterback's perspective right now. So Daniel Jones, again, I know him. I know he might be like a pretender or maybe fraudulent. It's early, but he's kind of taking the Colts to another level. We'll see what it looks like remainder of the season once teams start figuring them out. But it's
I just want to see. I want to
I want
see
to see
him go
more.
through a little bit of adversity.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
some games where he's going to have to lead the team, against a good team, um, without, say Jonathan Taylor's not having a good game. I want to see him rise above and get there.
Yeah.
Um,
Or Stafford. Yeah, I forgot about him too.
maybe because he's a little bit of a Duke, like he's a Duke guy, and I just don't like Duke. That's probably it
I don't
too.
like his eyes. Like he looks like he's just scared in the helmet. If anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about, look up Daniel Jones and Google
Yeah,
images.
this is one of the funniest clips. He looks so scared.
But he's
Um,
solid. I forgot about Stafford as well. To be honest with you, he just rips it. So
yeah, I definitely think. I think you got the list down there pretty good. I feel like one guy that's, you know, he's a wide receiver, but dude, Puka is having a
hey man, that's receiving the
what a
game right now.
crazy year so far. Um, that, and I will make this. You know, I know people. Oh, he's a Rams fan. Matthew Stafford, if he gets Puka to the yards to beat Cooper Cups, we need to start talking about Matthew Stafford as being one of the greater quarterbacks to play
The game.
in this league, because to have three wide receivers that you got those record, you get Calvin Johnson to get that record with, then you get Cooper Cup, which
Mhm.
Cooper Cup people said he was never going to be what he is, which that makes him even more impressive.
I haven't heard of
He's not
Cooper Cup since then.
exactly. Um, and shout out to Cooper Cup, dude.
No, he's good. He's a good receiver. I know
Shout out to Cooper
the
Cup.
injury really set him back. All right, guys, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
we get it.
And he's getting up there. He's getting up there.
Right, he's getting
He
older.
wasn't supposed to be this guy. But he goes out there and plays his heart out. But and then you look at Puka, and he's a 5th round pick. He was not highly touted. He was not this guy that is your number one wide receiver. It just shows you how impressive Matthew Stafford is. And I think he's one of the most underrated quarterbacks. I think people are starting to see the guy is phenomenal at the
Well,
quarter.
yeah,
He's a pure quarterback. Like
dude, he's more
the
than a
quarterbacks that
pure
we used to see back then, I think that's what Matthew Stafford is. When
man.
now we're kind of seeing this hybrid of a quarterback, you're looking at someone like Baker Mayfield, that like what he can do with his legs and move in the pocket, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Mahomes, like that's the new quarterback. They move well on their feet. Matthew Stafford's like 3-step drop, find your pick, go.
Yeah,
And he's like, he can read. I think that's what separates him from other quarterbacks, in my opinion, is he knows how to read a defense and check out of things. When I'm afraid a lot of these quarterbacks are getting into systems, and yes, you look at someone like Goff, he's a very good quarterback, but he almost needs the coach to do the work. This is the reads you need to call. These are the Matthew Stafford's not sitting there with McVay during the game and going, "Oh, like McVay, what read am I making on that?" Like he knows
no,
exactly where the
he's
ball needs to
cerebral.
go.
Like that's a
And
yeah.
I just think there's a lot of quarterbacks out there that don't read defenses very well and what they're showing you. And it's like, that's one thing that I would say about Hurts. Hurts, sometimes I felt like, and he kind of struggled in college too, is like he had a hard time reading the defense, what the defense is giving you.
Yeah.
Now, is he good on his feet and um improvising? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's one of the better quarterbacks that improvises with Lamar and Allen. They just improvise so well in the pocket. Um, but reading defenses and checking out of plays and knowing this is the play that I need to call,
Yeah.
and any wide receiver that goes there, I mean, you have like Odell Beckham is like, dude, I need to go back there. Like I just need to go back there, because it's just people don't realize how good Stafford is and what he brings to the table. Um, but Puka, man, I mean, he's putting up some numbers,
Honestly, I think
and it's
he's
crazy.
top 3 receiver, and he ain't 2 or 3 right now. I think the thing is with Puka, um, I mean, I am a fantasy owner of him in another league, but it is what it is. I think like with Matthew Stafford, he's underrated because we get into this world now with media, sports media, and social media where you start looking at stats of wins and playoff victories and championships, and so his years in Detroit, right, it's almost like thrown into the wash because,
Yeah, it's
but
hurting him.
but y'all don't understand, like those that have don't watch football, y'all don't understand how bad the Lions defenses were back then. Like if you gave him a defense with him and Calvin Johnson, I promise you, that's multiple rings, if anything. Matthew Stafford's ability, the way he throws, a talent, bro. Like the no look pass is almost what came from him. Like I know we look at Patrick Mahomes and we want to bloviate over him, and we trust me, Patrick Mahomes deserves all the bloviate. Like he's a great quarterback. I'm not taking it away from him. It's just Matthew Stafford will stand in the pocket, look this way, and throw that way accurate through a seam. It's one of the most impressive
on a dime.
A dime. And he doesn't, you don't hear about him after the games. You don't hear about anything off the field. It's just, I go to work. I'm a quarterback. I'm cerebral. And to be successful as a pocket passer when you're not mobile, like I understand Jared Goff's kind of the same way in terms of the success that he's having. But like you said, it's a system QB where it's like if his reads aren't there, he don't know what's right. But he has so many weapons.
Yeah, and he's still learning.
Good, and he's still a good quarterback.
He's still learning.
Too, but
yes, 100%.
Matthews.
But when it comes to the elite,
Matthews.
That's why I say there's not too many elite. As much as people want to throw the elite around,
I would say like
star.
I would say in terms
he
of
is elite.
I would say in terms of reading defenses. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is great at it. He just doesn't have weapons. I actually think Josh Allen's really good at it. He just, I think decision making early on in his career was one of those, like he had to force feed his receiver and Dade, so it made it feel uncomfortable. And then I think Joe
He's just doing too much. Too.
I think Joe Burrow is one of the best readers and executors in the game. He's just hurt and he has no defense. So like those are the four I would say in terms of like here. Matthew's superpower is here because he ain't running like that. He can a little bit, but his superpower is so up here that it gives you that elite stat. You're like, I only have this to rely on, but I'm gonna still beat you with it. Those other guys is like you said, like they could do it, but it's ability over reading the defense because the play's breaking down. I don't have it. Like his reads are. It's
him
crazy.
and Mahomes. If Mahomes has time, he goes through his reads so well.
Yeah.
In understanding where his players are at and knowing the plays. So
yeah,
I that's my little.
No,
I'm not a homer, but Matthew
it's
Stafford. I loved even him in Detroit. It was like, man, this guy is he's keeping Detroit afloat.
Yeah.
And then Calvin Johnson leaves at the height of like when Detroit started getting better.
That killed them so bad, bro.
Yeah. It honestly just put them, and then you had Golden Tate, him and Golden Tate at that time, and it was just what a great team that they had on the offensive end, but they would have to score 40 points to win a game, and it's
hard to do.
That's so tough, man. Right. It's hard to do.
Yeah. So I get it. No, Matthew Stafford's underrated. So I agree.
Well, let's get into this. I always mess up the LaFufu. The woo woo.
Whoa whoa.
Whoa 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 whoa
whoa whoa
whoa. That's the background.
That's the background of the woo. Oh,
no.
J. Cole's my guy.
Yeah, J. Cole. Shout out to J. Cole.
Best rapper alive.
Yes. Why did I say it like that? Yes. Okay. So we're going to be doing a tournament bracket to the people that are just listeners. I'm really sorry. This is going to be a tough one for you. We're going to try to name the names while they're coming up on the screen, but this one's kind of for the viewers.
Yeah.
we're going to be doing NFL quarterbacks of 2025, and we're going off of not what they've done previously. We're just saying who is the best quarterback this year. I know we've kind of talked about it a little bit, but sometimes this tournament bracket thing throws them in weird little tournaments, and it's player against player. So, can you see the screen, Myles?
Yep, I got you.
Okay, let's get into it. All right, we got Baker Mayfield and Caleb Williams. It's an easy one for me.
Me too.
Yeah, Caleb Williams for sure, bro.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, give me Baker all day.
Yeah, we'll go Baker
every day.
Glasses are back on. All right, we got Aaron Rodgers and Geno Smith.
Okay, Aaron Rodgers. It's not even close. Geno has the most picks this year. It's disgusting watching him play. Oh God, dude, it's bad.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, Russell Wilson. So Russell Wilson is not currently not playing anymore.
Or a Steeler, but yeah.
Josh. So Josh Allen blitz. Josh Allen's the winner. Matthew Stafford versus Dak Prescott. So this year.
Well, this year I have to go off of. Is there a timer?
No.
Okay. Here's the problem. It's like you talk about quarterbacks. It's like Dak has to perform, so his stats are going to be inflated, but he's also executing. So let's make sure we don't get that misconstrued. Matthew Stafford's team has a better record, and they're 2 plays away from being 5-0, and so.
And that's not on him.
It's not on him why they've lost. I think because I have to go Matthew, I guess.
I'm going to have to go Matthew, but the only reason why I'm going Matthew is because that Bears game, Matthew Stafford hasn't had that kind of game like
this year
where they did not score points.
Right. That's the only identifier. Like I know we said Dak Prescott could be the MVP candidate, but that's because the team would be so bad without him. Which same thing too for Matthew. This back and forth, like Matthew's had consistency from game 1 to game 5. Dak, even though most of his games have been consistent, that Bears game he played absolutely. It wasn't a good game. So
let's get this straight. I think if Dak goes up against other quarterbacks that we're looking at here, he beats them.
Yeah, it's just
just not a good matchup when I feel like what we talked about earlier is Matthew Stafford's team is he's put up good numbers offensively, and the reasons why they've lost is not because of him.
Correct.
So
correct.
You kind of have to give the edge to him.
Yeah. Dang it, I thought Dak wouldn't have had to be that early.
Yeah, it's tough.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Where we go? So we got Shedeur Sanders versus Jared Goff. Yeah, definitely Jared Goff.
Tough one.
Leading the NFC right now with 4-1. So gotta give it to him. Ooh.
No.
Jackson Dart versus Kyle Murray.
We're going to go with Jackson. The only reason why I'm going Jackson is off of recency bias. Jackson in 3 games has won 2 with the Giants, guys. Right? And so Kyler just lost to Tennessee in the weirdest way you could possibly win. After they scored 21 points, they no longer scored any more points. Jackson Dart put up 33-34 against a divisional rival and the Eagles, the reigning Super Bowl champion. And so I'm going with Jackson Dart.
Yeah, I'm going to go Jackson Dart for same reasons, and also too, Jackson Dart is in his performances that he's been in there, he has done well.
He's done well, exactly.
Kyle Murray's had a little bit of a rough start here.
Yeah. Outside of the Saints game. Yeah. So
Okay, so Derek Carr is not in the league anymore, right?
no.
Okay, so we have Derek Carr and Jordan Love. So automatically we're going to go
It's
Jordan
by
Love
default, Jordan
by
Love.
default.
And he's also a
But
good quarterback. So
he also would have won anyways.
yeah.
Um
Well,
okay, so
even Joe Burrow
Joe
hurt, I'm sorry, is better than Cam Ward. But
yeah, yes. I think we still need to see some from Cam Ward. I think their team is not his fault, but yeah, they still wouldn't have had a win there. Yes, he led them down the field and
right.
threw an interception, and then they fumbled the interception
Into a touchdown.
into a touchdown. That's
The
tough.
football
But
gods.
yeah, I'm gonna go Joe Burrow, even injured.
I think because they just played, not I know Lamar Jackson didn't play. Lamar's had a great year when he has played outside of the Chiefs game, but he's hurt. CJ Stroud right now has been trending upward after 2 wins in a row, and their offense has looked very good. Now they have played bad defenses the last 2 weeks, but
Yeah.
because of that, this would easily be Lamar Jackson if he's still playing, I think. Even if they
Yes, and if
lost,
he was
but
putting up his regular numbers, this wouldn't be
a debate.
but I think you have to go CJ Stroud because he just beat their team and also he's trending.
He's trending in the right direction. So
And Lamar was the last time he played, it was degressing or degressing.
no, yeah,
So
it was comically bad.
so it's CJ Stroud, Lamar Jackson. We're gonna be going with CJ Stroud. And everybody, if you're just tuning in, it's just
this year.
this year. We're basing it on this year.
Right. Not career, not accolades, just what we're seeing. If you just woke up this year and watched football, this is what we're seeing.
So we got Jalen Hurts and Justin Fields. This is kind of an easy one. Hurts is definitely playing better ball than Justin Fields, so this is kind of an easy one.
And for those that are watching on YouTube or listeners, if you start going, well, let me see the stats between Hurts and Fields. Fields' stats will be probably inflated in certain areas, but he's also doing it when they're down like 30 points. So basically what I'm saying, they're doing when the game's out of hand, no one cares. Defenses has their twos in, and his stats are kind of piling up. So because of that and the record, Jalen Hurts is better than Justin Fields.
Yeah, it's so hard because you do have to equate quarterbacks with wins.
Right.
Because if you take Jalen Hurts out of the team, just like Lamar Jackson, their chances drop tremendously.
Yeah.
I think if you put Justin Fields on the Eagles, I just don't know if he's doing the same as what Jalen Hurts is doing. So might be around the same, but
it's hard to. Yeah.
I think Jalen Hurts is a winner, and he's had some good games this year, but definitely had some up and down ones for sure.
Right.
Jalen Daniels and Michael Penix.
So Michael Penix has had a couple of good games, and then he's also had terrible games. And one was against the Panthers, that we remember the most. They were down; they lost 30-0. It was a horrible game by him, and I think he had a bad performance in week 2 after the Bucks game 1. Jalen Daniels, he's model of consistency right now, but he's only played like 2 games because of injury. But he just beat what was supposed to be a hyped Chargers team and a Chargers defense. He ripped them apart in their home. So because of that, and I think the Commanders' record is better as well.
One more win.
I'd say Jalen Daniels after week 5.
Yes, I agree. It's very close because the injury.
Right.
But his last win against the Chargers was impressive, so you have to give that to him.
Yeah, give him the edge.
Herbert and Bryce Young. I think this year Bryce is not
Man, it's
completely a problem.
right.
Um, but I think Herbert's had the better um season for sure so far.
Yeah,
Um,
consistency. It's
yeah.
closer than you think this year, just because the last two games by Justin has
Yes.
been trash. But
And the Panthers aren't as bad as say the Jets and stuff. I feel like they're 2-3, so I think they've put up some good games. But I think if we were to put them up against each other, I think
I think
Herbert comes
Herbert,
out on
he,
top.
he takes the edge.
Yeah.
Closer than you think, though.
Yes.
Well, okay.
Uh
Trevor Lawrence versus Anthony
yeah.
Richardson. Uh, I don't care how Trevor Lawrence is done; he's the starter. So realistically, you got to give the edge
Yeah,
to
and
Trevor Lawrence,
Anthony
and
Richards
he's
is,
also playing pretty well. So let's just be
yeah, he's leading his team. He's doing well. He's 4-1.
yeah,
You kind of got to give it to him.
just beat the Chiefs, clutched up. So
Anthony Richards is not playing right now, so he's not starting. We
um,
got Tua and we got Sam Darnold.
it's pretty easy to me. Sam, it's not really close after 5 games.
Yeah,
Tua has struggled. Now he lost his best receiver, and they just lost to the Panthers, giving up 14 or a 17-point lead, excuse me, to the Panthers. So Sam Darnold, though they just lost to the Bucks, I think they are 3-2. The Seahawks look formidable, and Sam Darnold's playing well. So I think because of those factors of record, performance, Sam Darnold takes the edge.
yeah, I agree. Mahomes and Drake May. Wow.
Hey,
Okay.
I ain't gonna hold you. This is tough.
It's tough, but I'm gonna say Drake May slightly because he's trending his team in the right direction, and I feel like the Chiefs, there's so much unknown. And yes, Mahomes is just not playing what we've seen his MVP seasons.
Yeah, even last year it was ugly. So I think overall to all the listeners and watchers or viewers,
Yes.
Patrick Mahomes is a better quarterback than Drake May. We're not saying that he's not. I agree with him.
Who's playing better
Who's playing
this
better
year?
after 5? We're gonna keep reiterating it because I know after each topic
Someone's gonna say, "What the heck, Drake May over?" He just had a very big win
over Josh
against the
Allen,
Buffalo Bills.
right?
You kind of got to give him that edge.
Record's better. Now Patrick Mahomes has played, gauntlet of teams thus far, and he doesn't have his team healthy. We get it. So it is the matter of your environment. I understand. He is cerebral and he's better as a player. This is not
Yes.
overall. This is not accolades. This is like who's trending in the right direction. And right now, Drake May is going up after that win over the Bills. And Patrick Mahomes
Yeah.
right now, I'm not saying he's flatlined, but after that loss to Jacksonville, they got the Lions coming up. It may fluctuate. So because of that, Drake May will be my choice at this moment as
Yeah.
well.
I agree. Someone's gonna clip that, but whatever. We got Bo Nix and JJ McCarthy. I'm gonna have to say Bo Nix. Is
That's not even close to
I
me.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I think McCarthy is still learning to play in the NFL. This is basically his rookie season.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool that they put them up against each other because Bo Nix was, rookie trying to learn last year. And having McCarthy sit out a year because of his injury. Now he's kind of that rookie learning to play in the NFL. Vikings are not a bad team, but I think Bo Nix is doing a little bit more for Denver than the Vikings are, or
Yeah.
McCarthy's doing for
I
the
think,
Vikings.
JJ's hurt. and Carson Wentz just came in and gave them a JJ outside of the Bears game for Bears quarter because he only played well in the fourth against the Bears. The
Yeah.
first three were bad, and then the following game he looked really bad. And again, rookie year, he's got to get better. He's gonna improve. I like the kid's heart. Bo Nix really out of two because of two. I would say they lost off of two field goals in a row. One was a penalty on the defense for jumping over the holder or running into the holder, excuse me, which is a
Yeah, against
penalty
the
against
Chargers.
the Chargers. So they had to re-kick. Chargers won that game. They would be 4-1. They just beat the Eagles on a comeback because of that and JJ's absence. So he doesn't really have a fair shot at this. I think Bo Nix. I'm doubling
Yeah.
with you, Cody, that Bo Nix is definitely taking
Yeah.
that one. Yep.
All right. So we got Brock Purdy versus Baker Mayfield. We can go through this one kind of easy. I
Pretty
mean,
quick.
I think
Baker
Baker's definitely having a better season. Brock has been up
injured.
and down,
Yeah.
also injured. So, yeah, Baker Mayfield.
Yep. Agreed.
Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers. It's easy. I think Josh Allen is having a good season. So,
He's having a great season. The hardest part about that is that James Cook is crushing it for them. More like Josh Allen's first game and his third game and his one like his top games, right? He's just killing it. Aaron Rodgers is getting sneaky with his stats, at least
yeah,
offensively. I would agree with you that Josh Allen, because Aaron Rodgers, the Steelers offense is still a little anemic. They're still struggling to find their groove. So I would say Josh Allen, but that's Aaron Rodgers right now. He's just kind of under that light because he's the Steelers, but like his stats, he's having a
yeah.
good year in terms of statistically. So, but I still give him nod.
Surprisingly for me,
Yeah, honestly,
I
yeah, same. As a Steelers fan, our offense has been trash, but he's been consistent. Ooh,
Matthew Stafford versus Jared Goff. Yeah,
still,
as much as I want to say, or I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna say Jared Goff. I feel
yeah,
like he's had the only slip up he's really had was
Green Bay.
game game one.
Yep.
But since then he's been lights out, putting teams away. So yeah, Matthew Stafford versus Jared Goff. Yeah, I'd have to go Jared
I just
Goff.
realized I understand this was the trade, but imagine Matthew Stafford with this Lions team, though. It's so. I mean, he won with the Rams. I'm not taking anything away from that. I'm just saying, like, imagine Stafford with this last 2 years of this Lions team, bro. That
Yeah,
would have been, yeah. But this year, it's got to be Jared Goff after 5 games. Better record. Only bad game with Green Bay. Consistent on offense, scoring like 35, 40 a game. So you got to give him the nod.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Jordan Love versus Jackson Dart. Um, I'm gonna say Jordan Love. I feel like Jordan
Yeah.
Love's had some really good games here. Yes, you do have the tie against Dallas, but
He was slinging it.
yeah, he was still slinging it. So
His only bad game, and so now it comes down to one, Jordan's played more games. Two, Jordan's had one bad game, but bad game, and it was against the Browns. Browns defense is different. Jackson Dart, three games, two of them are really good. Or two. The Chargers one was good because it was unexpected. We didn't expect the Giants defense to do that well, but he played well against the Eagles. He was really bad against the Saints. But because of the record, because of the multiple games having good games, Jordan Love's got to definitely take this one uh,
yeah,
in this head to head matchup. So Jackson, we'll see you in like 10 weeks, but for now, Jordan
yeah.
Love is the one.
CJ Stroud versus Burrow. I think this is as far as Joe Burrow goes.
Yeah,
The only reason why he's kind of in the next matchup is because he's going up against a rookie, and you kind of give the nod to him. But yeah, I'm gonna say C.J. Stroud
Absolutely
easily.
agreed.
So Joe Burrow versus C.J.
No
Stroud for the
contest.
listeners.
Yep.
And just to remind people, this is just on how their performance this year. We're taking into account everything. We're taking account their team, they're leading their team, individual play. Um, Quarterbacks, it's so dynamic. You can't just like
Right.
go off of stats. It's also wins.
Yeah.
So Jalen Hurts versus Jalen Daniels.
I'm gonna say Hurts
Um,
just because he's played every game, and
I said Jalen. Sorry, Jaden. My bad.
oh, you said Jalen did it. I got you.
I said Jalen Hurts and then Jalen
That's
Daniels.
yeah.
Just kept that Jalen rolling. Um, yeah, I'm gonna say Jalen Hurts too. I think he's definitely the injury for
Jaden
Daniels.
really
We'll see how he does.
right.
Jaden, yes, my bad. Sorry, Jaden. I don't like you.
Commander
I really
really
don't.
don't like you. Hate your guts.
Yeah.
Um. Okay, so we got Justin Herbert versus Trevor Lawrence. I will probably give the nod to Trevor Lawrence because of his trend right now. If you asked me after week 3,
Yeah.
or at week 3, I would have said Justin Herbert. This isn't even a question, but Trevor Lawrence is improving each week. Justin Herbert seems like he's going the opposite direction. Now, I know that they lost Joe Alt, but and Trevor Lawrence just came off that big win against the Chiefs, and Justin Herbert just came off the big loss against the Commanders after week 5. And the trend is looking more towards Trevor's way than Justin's, and because of that, I'm gonna have to give the nod right now after week 5 to Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, I'm gonna look at stats here real quick. Um, yeah, I mean, 1,200 yards thrown and
For who?
8 touchdowns. Herbert,
Got it.
8 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. So, um, yeah, and his rating is 91. So that's his stats. Let me look up uh, Lawrence. I don't know why I was gonna put. I was gonna put something. I forgot what I was gonna put right now. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Okay.
No,
This
it's
might change. This might change your mind here a little bit. He's thrown for 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and his rating is 76.
so I think for me, like, what's his rushing? I know, do they count for that on these stats? Because he did have
Um,
at least two or three rushing touchdowns.
I might have to dive a little deeper here.
That's
Let me,
fine. I mean, realistically, toss up. I'm only going off of trend because this was close. And Jacksonville's 4-1. Versus the Chargers 3-2. I think that's why I gave it the edge. Because I do have Trevor Lawrence in one of my other leagues, and he's terrible. At least the first 3 weeks. The last 2 have been much more improved. But
okay. Yeah. The only real big game that he really had rushing was against the Chiefs.
okay.
He had 2 touchdowns with 64 yards. Um, so yeah, if we're going off of stats, it looks like Herbert is a little bit closer in the passing,
Mm-hmm.
but um,
This was tough. This is
yeah,
actually not easy. This one's not as easy
yeah,
as
this
you
one's
would.
not easy because if you add in the rushing touchdowns compared to Justin Herbert's, um, they're both sitting at yes, Herbert has thrown more yards. But I think Fields, his team success, does that give, or does Trevor Lawrence his team success kind of give him the nod?
Yeah.
Um, and I think it might give him a little bit of the nod,
So team
in
success
my opinion.
and trend are the 2 things that work for Trevor.
Yeah,
Justin.
because the stats are not that far off. They're really not that far.
Right.
He's thrown one more interception, and they have thrown the same amount of touchdowns. Or
They have total.
he's thrown six touchdowns, and then he ran for two. So
Got it.
they've had the same amount of touchdowns. He's thrown 100 yards more, so the stats are not that far off.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're like, man, I can't believe you didn't pick Justin Herbert. The stats are not that far off, but we're looking at then the next thing I can take into account is team success and trending. He just beat the Chiefs primetime. Yeah,
Prime time, and Justin just lost. Couldn't do anything on the Commanders' defense. So yeah, it's not. I mean, we'll see what the Chargers do in the next couple weeks. They gotta bounce back. Been two rough games in a row against NFC East teams.
yeah,
And Jacksonville has still found ways to win. Regardless, and I know like they only lost to Cincy, and it took Cincinnati. If anybody doesn't know what Cincy means, Cincinnati, like it took them a final drive with Jake Browning, fourth down conversions, and a touchdown
yeah.
on a QB sneak for them to beat Jacksonville. Otherwise, they're 5-0 right now. So I think that's why he gets the nod. I'm not saying Trevor is overall better than Justin. If you like Justin, I don't really care for either of these quarterbacks, to be honest with you,
But
but
it's close.
it's close.
It's not
It's not
it's not
far.
like he's thrown 5 more touchdowns than him.
Right.
And then he's ran 2 more. Like they're very close.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. So Drake May
Mhm.
versus Sam Darnold.
So you can look up. I have to look up stats because I really have no idea.
Okay, so I'm gonna look up Drake May's.
You got Drake May, so I'll look up Sam Darnold.
Drake. Drake. Okay,
Drake.
so he has thrown for 1,200 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions,
Uh,
with a rating of 107.
Sam Darnold has thrown for 1,246 yards, 9 touchdowns, 3 picks, and a rating of 114.8. Um, and the record
Very
is very
close.
close. The record's 3-2. I think the Patriots are the same, if not.
Wow. This is kind of a toss-up. I mean,
So I guess, do you want to go off of, because what I think about, man, it's like the Patriots, they could have beaten the Steelers. They had 5 turnovers and still were close. Sam Darnold went toe to toe with Baker Mayfield. Otherwise, he'd be 4-1 right now. They ended up losing that game. Right now, honestly, like the Seahawks, I think right now are a better team than them. But that's just me being like, I think the Seahawks is better than the Patriots overall. But I think the only way to get past this, unless you have strong feelings one way or the other, is QBR. Because everything is damn near the same. Uh, so
yeah, and they both, man.
so
Um,
QBR for Sam Darnold is 78.8. Not the rating, but the
let me
QBR, if that
let me
makes
see
sense.
what I'm gonna have to look up his. I just went to straight Google. Q. His is 63.
Okay, well, I think because
Okay, so I mean his completion percentage 73.
they're both 73. Wow, because
Yeah.
Darnold 73.1. So I wonder what the metric. Well, actually, you know what? Like, I know
What's his QBR?
Sam Darnold's
Yeah.
78.8.
Yeah, I mean we can't really I mean, I think it just kind of goes off of who do you feel is playing well. I think it's kind of a toss up.
Right.
Um
because Drake made runs too, right? And so like those stats matter.
Yeah.
Sam doesn't really run that much, but I guess he doesn't have to. So
Yeah, so he does have 2 touchdowns um total and rushing.
so he'd be at 10. Did you say at 8 passing?
He had 7.
So he'd have 9.
He'd have 9.
All right.
9
So
touchdowns
Sam
total.
Darnold has 9 too. So that's kind of even, I guess.
Yeah. And then the only thing I would say is he has 1 less interception.
Yeah. Then
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
toss up.
I don't know. I guess you just kind of got to give the nod to I guess Drake May, but it's kind of just preference. We could be here all day.
Yeah. I guess we just
Um
if there was a way to put random on this, I would elect that because I mean I'd probably lean
I'll just
towards
close my eyes. I'm just going to close my eyes and go back and forth.
see what happens. I'll just count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just click somewhere.
Sam Darnold. All right. We got Bo Nix, Baker Mayfield. I think this is easy.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
We got Jared Goff,
Oh,
Josh Allen.
oh, jeez.
Um,
It's hard because again, like Josh Allen, they run the ball a lot more now. So they don't have to rely on him to be Superman. So his
yeah.
stats may not be as. I think Jared Goff's stats might be ridiculous. He had 5 touchdowns in one game, and a lot of it was here you go, here you go. I've had a couple deep passes, but
I guess what we can do here, because stats are going to be kind of hard because who's had the worst
dude,
game,
12
and
touchdowns. That's insane.
I think Jared Goff's had the worst game.
Out of the worst games,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, I'm looking up Josh Allen right now. Josh.
honestly, like Jared has more touchdowns, but Josh has more yards. I mean, it's dude. These
So
guys are crushing it.
Allen has 9 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Jared Goff has 12 touchdowns with
How many interceptions?
2.
Yeah. Uh, QBR rating 72 for Josh Allen.
Uh, QBR for Jared is 70.7. What'd you say it was Josh Allen's?
72.
Jared Goff has 70.7.
Rushing, he has 2 touchdowns.
Oh yeah.
3 touchdowns.
I ain't gonna lie, Jared Goff. I ain't gotta look at the rushing. I ain't gonna just tell you right now.
Hey, you might need to.
Actually, yeah, I might have to.
Because he has everything over every game. He's had over 20 yards rushing.
Who? What's his face?
Allen, yeah.
Um,
So 30 the first game, 69, 25, 40, 53.
games played. Pass. Oh, he has 0 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah.
I don't know where the yards would be. They're not on here.
So almost touchdowns. You got to take touchdowns
right
out of
here.
the
Sorry,
equation.
sorry. So he has okay. So 8 carries for 9 yards. What was I looking at? I was looking at a different thing. So Jared Goff has 8 carries for 9 yards.
In total?
For total for this year. With 1 fumble.
Oh.
But that boy ain't running like that, bro. Like,
yeah. I just think I think Josh Allen's having a little bit. Yes, the 12 touchdowns are flashy. You look at him, 12. Josh has had 9 throwing and 3
So that's
rushing.
12.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Hey,
and 2 interceptions. So they're pretty close, but I'd have to give the edge to
yeah.
Josh.
Same. Agreed.
It is crazy when you do look at stats and in hype.
Uh-huh.
Like there's a lot more hype around Josh than there is Jared, but those stats are much closer. The only thing that really changes it is the rushing yards.
Mm-hmm.
The all-purpose yards, Josh is definitely in front.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. It's yeah.
Okay, so Jordan Love versus CJ Stroud.
Little light skin battle, huh?
Yeah, a little light skin, little love
Little
here.
love.
Um, I'm gonna go Jordan Love. I think
Absolutely.
he's had some really
CJ
great
Stroud's been
games.
cheeks the first 3 weeks. So
Yeah,
um
he's trending,
no, he's
but
definitely yeah, he's trending. But again, it was just Baltimore. And I forgot who the other team was before that, but they started scoring really, really late. I think it was Tennessee.
so
Ooh. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Uh, I don't know.
all right. So we got Jalen Hurts and Trevor Lawrence. Hmm, I just don't think Hurts has made much mistakes here. Um, Jalen
He has eight
Hurts.
eight touchdowns, 1 interception, 1100 over
Yeah,
1100 yards.
and he has his rushing yards.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give the nod to Jalen. I'm gonna give it to
Does he have
Jalen.
more rushing yards? Probably. Probably. 50. Dang.
I'm
50 carries, 195 yards, 5 TDs on the ground.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
he's over he's in the double digits for touchdowns. Yeah, Jalen Hurts. Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold. Sorry. I think
Yeah.
Baker's having a season.
He just beat Sam Darnold on Sunday.
Josh Allen versus Jordan Love. Could you look up Jordan Love's? We already kind of saw Josh's.
Yeah, let me look it up right now. So we're looking at 1,000 yards passing. That's it. That
Oh,
boy ain't doing it. I am done. Yeah,
yeah, done. None.
1,000 yards even, bro. Like 1,000.
Oh wow.
8 touchdowns. Let me go to his rushing.
How many interceptions?
Oh, 1 pick.
Really?
Yeah, he doesn't throw. He doesn't throw the ball in. Yeah, it was only against the. It was a bad interception against the Browns. I know that for a fact. Rushing. Oh, he actually has 13 carries for 62 yards.
All right. So yeah, it's Josh Allen, dude.
Yeah.
Josh
Josh
Allen.
Allen. Easy work.
Jalen Hurts,
Not gonna lie, from a
Baker
from a
Mayfield.
quarterback's perspective, he's Jalen's not even touching Baker right now. I know Baker doesn't have
Yeah,
any
I
rushing,
agree.
but that man has been slinging the rock.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Baker.
Ooh,
All right, this is the final round. Josh Allen. If you want
I'll
to
look up
look up
Baker.
Baker's,
Yeah, I know he's not gonna have the touchdown rushing, but he has a lot of
I'm going
yards.
to I just want to
Oh
hear his
my
stats, but
gosh!
I'm gonna give it to Josh Allen, but
So
I want to hear his stats.
right now, just passing uh 1,283 yards, 10 touchdowns, 1 pick, total QBR of 68. Rushing, he has 19 carries for 144 yards. He doesn't have any TDs.
That's the
So
edge.
that might be the edge. Boy, slinging it though, boy.
Yeah, he's slinging it. So Josh Allen over Baker.
Yeah,
All right. Let's see. It's kind of weird. The choices here are going to be weird because
they're gonna be skewed.
yeah, because we had like Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson are going to be high up here on the list
Oh,
because
well,
they're the better. We had kind of a
yeah,
criteria.
we had a criteria. We just said this year.
Like Baker's not going to be even close,
Yeah, because Joe
which is
Burrow's
kind of
7. He ain't even played this year, so um, Baker's gonna be like 12th. Yeah,
I'm sorry. If we're going off of just quarterback play, I'm sorry.
yeah.
Joe Burrow needs to be higher up there. If you're going off of this criteria that I know people are
There's
going
no
on,
way someone put C.J. Stroud over Joe Burrow. I'm gonna lose my mind.
that's crazy.
Uh,
And like I said, we had a criteria.
it's gonna be
So,
skewed.
but
Yeah. I mean, I feel like based off our criteria, I think a lot of people would probably agree if they watch football. Um, because
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
see how you would put injury. They should have took them off. I mean, realistically, I feel like they've missed. They miss any quarterbacks, or did they? I guess they had everybody.
No, yeah, they even had Russell Wilson in
Yeah,
there.
that's unfortunate. I think
They had Anderson or Richardson in
they had
there.
Shador. I mean, they had him before
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. They didn't
Dylan
even have
or Joe
Gabriel.
Flacco.
Dylan
They
Gabriel.
had they had the third string quarterback for the Browns.
This is crazy,
Yeah,
man.
makes no
I hope
sense.
Shador gets in there at some point, but
Dylan's actually not gonna. I mean, he's a quick reader. Gets the ball
he's
out.
just short, man. He's just
He's
short.
really little. Arms are real little, are real short. I think they. Well, the thing is, they have. I don't know who they said who's going to be the backup, but it's like they just got. I forgot dude's name, but it's another quarterback where Shador's going to.
No, it's confirmed.
Is it confirmed?
Shador's going to be the
Okay,
backup.
I didn't see
Yeah,
that, so that was the update. So good. Okay, well, Dylan Gabriel,
confirmed.
they're going to give you a good rope because I think the GM or owner wanted Dylan Gabriel, so he's going to have a lot more leniency in
Yeah,
how they
he's going to
approach
give
it.
him
He's
some
going to give him
games
some
here.
games. Whether he give him the rest of the year, I don't know. But like, what do you do? Like, what do you do if you bench him for Shador? What do you do? You have 2 rookie
It
quarterbacks,
just
bro.
it just shows you that it's just what a weird scenario that they put themselves in, and that's Cleveland though. It's
Yeah, yeah.
Cleveland.
Stay Cleveland. Stay that way. Like I once if they ever get an offense, that team could win the AFC and all. Like,
Yeah, because I mean their defense is really good.
yeah,
But well, we're coming to an end here,
yeah.
man. Do you have any shout outs or anything to plug?
Um, do I have any shout outs? I don't have a single shout out. Actually, so everybody stay blessed, stay
All
happy.
right, so that's it.
Hey, I mean, everybody stay healthy out there.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I'll shout out to all the people that left my current company to another company to better them their careers. So shout out to all of them. But outside of that,
Hit the slopes,
hit the
dude.
slabs. Outside of that, nah, man, everybody stay healthy. Count your
I look so
blessings.
stupid with the glasses. What am I
Yeah,
doing?
it's all right,
But
man.
hey, dude.
It's all right, man. They're not as bad as you think. I think. I guess from my perspective. We'll see what people say
You never know.
when
You
they
never
put
know.
comments on YouTube.
But yeah, I mean, shout out to just everybody that's been supporting the YouTube page and the channel.
Yeah.
Um, it's growing. We're putting clips out there. It's going good. So everybody just keep sharing as much as you can. This is going to be coming out tomorrow, so I'm going to get into the lab and we're going to get this thing out. So
So
so people can listen to it tomorrow or Sunday while they're watching the games. So you can see if we're stupid or we're smart.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah. Thanks y'all, and peace out.
Hey, y'all. What it do, baby? Yes,
Peace.
sir.